Hey everybody, welcome to episode 15 of the Cheap Pop Show. I'm Dave.
Nick, holy shit, we're up to 15 already?
We're up to 15. We've got Oreos, we've got all kinds of things. You can open that if you want. I don't know what you want to do.
I'm fucking starving.
We have a lot to talk about today, so I'm going to start out with, I already opened it, and I know what's in it, but I wanted to show what's in the Pro Wrestling Crate for this month. So we'll open her up.
I loved what came this month.
I liked some of it, not all of it. This is pretty cool. The first shirt, Macho Man in the NWO. See, one thing I don't understand is, this is clearly a WCW picture, which is copyrighted by WWE, so I don't know how they get away with that.
Right.
You know, I really don't, but, I mean, I'm not going to sue them, so it's not my copyright.
Right. But it's... I like that.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. All of, the outsiders, all of them as the outsiders from the movie. That's pretty cool. I like that. This box has an NWO theme, just so you know. Scott Hall in the denim, that he came out with in 2000, 1996, before the NWO started. Eric Bischoff pin. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I mean, they could say this is a 6, it's just a 6 ball. It's not like it's branded, but it's still
right.
Cool. A big Papa Pump,
Scott Steiner.
Even though he wasn't wearing the chainmail when he was in the NWO, that's nitpicking. Right. This is the thing that I did not care for. It's a Pro Wrestling Tees flag in the style of the NWO. Who the fuck is going to hang this? Who? What person gives a shit about a Pro Wrestling Tees flag?
And like I told you, if they would have had it be NWO Hulk Hogan flag, that would have been awesome.
Or even if they just did like For Life in the NWO lettering, right, or something like that. But I'm never going to hang this. And who's going to buy it if I want to sell it? Like, this is... I'm probably going to end up burning it, or I don't know, but it's not for me, that's for sure. And then...
The autograph was pretty awesome.
The autograph I did enjoy. Buff Bagwell. The NWO, I mean, it's a reprint, but it's still pretty fucking cool that it's the NWO promo picture, so...
That was awesome meeting him, though.
Yeah, it was a good crate. I'm going to have to say an 8, because of the stupid fucking flag, but all in all, I really liked it, so...
Other than the flag, yes.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of it's good. I'm not totally into the comic books. I mean, I look at them, but I'd rather get something else, but, what are you going to do? It's still a pretty cool crate. For the amount of money that you pay for it, it's definitely worth it. And I did start the Pro Wrestling Loot. It's a different company. I think it's... I thought it was done by High Spots, but I'm not sure. It was supposed to get shipped out the first week of August. Well, guess what? First week of August is come and gone. So I messaged them. Their site is down right now, but the person said that they're going to be sending it. So I don't know. Once I get it, I'll wait and unbox it on the show. But that one, I had to open it. It's an NWO themed crate. I do enjoy the themed crates. I think themes, not all the time, but everyone, like, do a luchador crate.
Right.
Nothing but luchadors, or nothing but Japanese, or, something different than just AEW and then a couple other ones.
I love when they did the Halloween one. That one was awesome.
The Halloween one was good. I did like the Halloween one. The Christmas one I wasn't that impressed with, because I don't care for Christmas shirts, as far as wrestling as much.
Sticking with the NWO, this just came in today.
Yeah, your outsider shirt. That's pretty badass.
Yes.
And I didn't mention this. We have a new camera. We're not using my phone anymore. We have a webcam. We actually have a monitor set up so we can see what we're doing as we're doing it.
Yep.
So I like that a lot.
So we can see ourselves.
Yeah. But it just makes it easier for us. And you won't see it. You'll see something different. But we have a green screen behind us. And I don't know what I'm going to put yet. I was thinking maybe the Summerslam logo behind us, because we're going to be talking about SummerSlam. Something different, I don't know, but we wanted to do something. I want to work on the green screen more. So
yes, and the price wasn't bad $35.
No, it was good. So, first thing we're going to talk about, you didn't watch all of it. Well, before we do that, you know how much I love Donatello.
Yes,
He's
I
my
do.
favorite Ninja Turtle. Friday?
No, I don't think it did yet.
I don't know.
Well, anyway.
We will go see that, and we will do a review of it, Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I don't like Donatello having glasses all the time now in these Ninja Turtles movies. I get that he's supposed to be a nerd, but he doesn't need to have glasses all the time. And they had, before we talk about this, I work at Walmart, and they have all the new Ninja Turtle stuff. They have a 4-pack of them in costumes, and Donatello's in a Star Trek outfit.
Oh!
If I would have bought the entire pack, because it's only I think it's $20, but I don't like Donatello being in a Star Trek outfit. Nothing against Star Trek, but it's not my thing, and I don't want him wearing that. I think it's stupid. But some of the merchandise they've come out with is cool. I got the Donatello Funko. I gave you the Mikey one.
Yes.
Well, you gave me this. I was pissed when they had all these out with the Ninja Turtles as the Universal Monsters, but I didn't see Donatello listed, and I was pissed. But they have him as the Invisible Man.
And I've searched high and low for that fucker.
I might end up actually trying to find another one of these to open it, but this one is staying in the box. It's pretty badass. NECA does really good with their stuff. And I do have a Ninja Turtles setup that I'm actually going to finish at some point because it's pretty haphazard right now. But thank you for that.
You're welcome.
This is really good. But I wasn't going to do this till later, but I'm going to do it now. I know how much you like this character that he's doing. So
yes.
I got you the Cowboy, the Cowboy Brock Lesnar. I figured you would like that.
I love it. Fucking love it.
There was only one, and I snagged it as soon as I saw it.
I fucking love the Cowboy Brock Lesnar.
So, how much of Slammiversary did you watch?
I want to say like 20 minutes worth of it.
You suck. You know that?
Hey!
I told you what we were going to be talking about, and you can't be bothered to watch it.
I'm sorry, but I wanted to watch the Cody Rhodes documentary.
Yeah, I know it, but Slammiversary happened on July 15th. It's one of their few pay-per-views. They do special events every month, but they only do few pay-per-views. I think it's 4 a year. And Slammiversary has always been one of their good ones. They had Don West and Scott Steiner doing the math promo in the opening video, which I thought was really, really cool. I fast-forwarded through the Ultimate X, which was the first match. Kushida won. I'm over the Ultimate X. X Division matches don't mean as much anymore, in my opinion, because you can see him on AEW. You can see Luke. I tried watching Triple Mania. I could not sit through Triple Mania. The Luchador stuff. It was fun in WCW, but watching an entire pay-per-view of Luchadors, I just can't do it.
I'd rather watch the old school stuff.
Yeah, but so I fast-forwarded. Kushida won. He gets a X Division title match. That's pretty cool. I like Kushida.
Speaking of the Luchadors, I didn't know this until I looked it up, but La Parka, my favorite one, passed away 3 years ago. I did not know
believe
that.
the original is still alive. This one is the other one that took over once he left. But I can't remember. I know it's one or the other. But, yeah, I mean, we're getting to the point in our age where guys from the Attitude Era and stuff are going to be gone, unfortunately.
Oh, I know.
You know, but the next match was the Coven, which is Kylan King and Taylor Wilde against Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly. I really like the dynamic between Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly. It's kind of like I don't want to say a lesbian thing, but the way they play it up kind of is. And they had that really good dog collar match at the last event. So them being a tag team is really cool. They're the new tag champs. They ended up beating the Coven, so that's pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to catch up with Impact in a while. I really need to because I really like Impact.
I'm still debating on getting the Impact Plus.
For the old content, I think it's worth it.
Right. Especially like with Peacock. That's worth watching the old stuff.
Yeah,
because
we actually have SummerSlam '93 on right now. So
I'm actually watching WCW from '99 right now.
Right, yeah, you said that. That's pretty... It was...
Pre-dying days of WCW.
The best of times, the worst of times. They were still making money, but the product wasn't that great. Right now on SummerSlam 93, Jim Cornette just hit Scott Steiner with his tennis racket. I really like this match of the Heavenly Bodies against the Steiners.
And Jim Cornette's wearing a fucking neck brace.
Right. And he even wore it on Regis Kathy Lee to sell it, so that's pretty cool.
Jesus fucking Christ. And the fucking pink jacket.
Oh, well, you know, anything to stand out, so that's cool. Back to Slammiversary, the next match, Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer... Or no, wait a minute. No, that can't be right. Was that? No, that can't be right. I must have written it down wrong. But, against Scott D'Amore and Eric Young.
And you bitch about me!
Right. You didn't even fucking watch it, so shut up. Darren McCarty, who was a former NHL player for my favorite team, the Detroit Red Wings, was a special referee. The fact that Scott D'Amore can still do a Canadian Destroyer is pretty fucking impressive.
That is awesome.
You know, that's pretty cool. So...
Who the fuck was it in WWE that did the Canadian Destroyer?
Well, there's a lot of people
that fucking copied it.
Oh, there's lots of them that do it. I mean, or they'll call it the Code Red, but you know, but whatever. So
fuck you. It's always going to be the Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah, but the next match, Lio Rush squashed Chris Sabin to win the X title. I don't care about Lio Rush anymore. The only time I cared about him was when he was with Bobby Lashley. So
right.
The team of Subculture, Mark Andrews, and I can't think of the other guy's name, they won the tag titles in a 4-way tag match. I knew what it was going to be, so I fast-forwarded through it. I'm not going to lie. Some Impact stuff I really like, and some Impact stuff I'm not that high on. You know, so...
Just like with WWE now, it's like, eh.
Right. This match, you know me. I've mentioned it many times on the show. I was totally into this match for one person. Deonna Purrazzo.
Yes.
I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. I am not going to lie. I am obsessed.
Did you get a fucking t-shirt yet with her?
I did not, but I did order her action figure. It is coming in at some point, so...
I knew that you ordered the action figure. Yes. I didn't know if you got a shirt.
I do not have a shirt. I should order a shirt, because I would wear a shirt, because she does do indie shows, so...
Right.
She worked the arm of Trinity the whole match, because her finisher is the Fujiwara armbar, and she does the... I think she calls it the Venus de Milo, where she gets both arms trapped. So that's pretty cool. Trinity looks awkward. Not quite Charlotte Flair awkward, but she looks awkward. And it did. I don't think it was a good match. Trinity's the new champ. I think that's the wrong choice. Purrazzo should have had it longer. The whole people winning championships in their debut match, I'm kind of over that.
Right.
You know, they don't even have a track record at that point, you know. She might have wrestled a little bit, because like I said, I've only kept up with their pay-per-views lately, and I do want to watch more. But there's so much fucking shit that I'm watching, it's hard to keep up with it. You know, like the AEW, there's Dynamite, there's, you know...
Right.
There's Collision, Collision is amazing. The feel of it, the opening video...
Does it feel like old WCW?
No. Well, some of the elements do. But it's like there's two completely different companies. You can tell that CM Punk really has a lot of control of that show. The opening, like they do like a Saturday night promo for, you know, the opening and all that stuff.
Speaking of CM Punk, I love what he did to the title, spray painting the X on it.
Yeah, and he's going back to saying straight edge, I'm straight edge and I'm better than you.
Yes.
So that's cool.
I was waiting to see that CM Punk come back.
Yeah, and the Collision had FTR against Juice Robinson and Switchblade Jay White, 2 out of 3 falls. Match of the year candidate, in my opinion.
Do you think that FTR and CM Punk might form a new straight edge society?
No, because Dax Harwood drinks, and that's part of his podcast where he drinks and he talks about tequila. But they are a group. I mean, they're CMFTR, so...
oh my god, Kevin Nash with a mullet, and Shawn Michaels with a mullet.
There's a lot of people that had mullets back then. So, since you got us off track, can I get back to where the fuck we were, or what?
Maybe.
Jesus Christ. So... Trinity made Deonna Purrazzo tap out. They're going to have a rematch at Emergence, which is August's special event. I'm looking forward to... I mean, I'm not looking forward to seeing Trinity again, but...
No, you just want to see Deanna
I
Purrazzo.
do. I'm not going to lie. The main event, Alex Shelley, who is the world champ, against Nick Aldis. Shelley doesn't feel like a world champ to me. When Chris Sabin won it, it was cool because it was an original, and they hadn't really done anything like that before, where a tag team guy just won the world title. But Alex Shelley is the world champ. It just doesn't fit to me. He ended up retaining against Nick Aldis, who was a former two-time NWA world champ. But Josh Alexander is back, so I'm hoping that Josh Alexander will end up beating Alex Shelley for him. I'm sure Alex Shelley's going to end up turning heel at some point.
Right.
Because he's done that before. Did you see the Bam Bam Bigelow episode of Dark Side of the Ring?
Unfortunately, Hulu hasn't gotten any of the season 4s in.
Oh, well, it was really good. I didn't like the Abdullah the Butcher one. They had Hannibal on through a lot of it, and that guy's a goof.
The one I really want to see is Marty Jannetty.
That's the finale, and that's this week. And I can't wait for that, because that dude is fucked up. When I met Marty Jannetty, I had a poster in a poster tube, and in the picture, he's hitting me in the head with the poster tube. And he didn't do it lightly. He actually whacked me in the fucking head with the poster tube. So it was cool to meet Marty Jannetty, and he was at the Wrestling Classic too, and there was a lot of people going up to his table. So,
speaking of Marty Jannetty, what about the fucking posters that they're gonna have him sign from Dark Side of the Ring?
Oh yeah, why would you want to sign stuff about the shittiest parts of your life,
right?
That'd be like Shawn Michaels, signing pictures of the dudes that beat him up and gave him the concussion,
right?
Why would you want to do that? But it had a lot of old school footage, which was really cool. I did not know that, because I was born, in 81, so when he first came in, I was 3 years old. So I didn't get to see his first run in WWF. I did not realize that he was thrown right into the main event picture as a tag team partner of Hulk Hogan right when he came into the WWF. I was really surprised to find that out. He was in the first WWF video game on the Nintendo.
Nice.
And he wasn't even in the company, but the lead time on those was so long that, he had to be in it.
Yeah, it's the old NES one.
Yeah. Seeing Andre the Giant manhandle him in a match was crazy. I can't imagine if Andre's pissed at you and he wants to fuck you up.
Right.
There's nothing you can do about it. And there was nothing that even a dude as big as Bam Bam Bigelow could do about it.
Look at Macho Man.
Oh, dude, he hated Macho Man.
Oh, I know he did.
Yeah, and see, to be honest, I don't think that's fair when you can take advantage of people like that physically and you do it just because you don't like them. Other people can't do that to you,
right?
Because of how big you are, and I loved Andre. I wish I could have met Andre, but I think that's taking a little bit advantage of your size, and I don't think that's cool in some instances. That'd be like an MMA fighter, beating up a 100-pound dude just because they could,
right?
And I don't think that's cool,
Did they talk about him saving a couple of children from a fire on there?
I don't think they did. They talked about how he was a great family man and how he tragically died at the age of 45. I mean, that sucks.
I think he was still in WCW when he saved a couple of children that were burning in a fire. He just ran right in there and saved them.
I don't remember if they said that, but it was a really good episode. This season hasn't been very good. Like I said, the Abdullah the Butcher one just wasn't good, so I'm hoping the Marty Jannetty one will be good.
I'm hoping that they talk about Perry Saturn. I really want to hear about his story.
I'm surprised they haven't done one, because he's kind of got a tragic story.
Yes.
And, I found a new, well, it's not a new company, but a new company to me.
You mean to us?
Yeah, no, not that one. I'm not.
No, not that one.
I'm talking about women of wrestling superheroes on the CW. I just decided to go on my cable and search for stuff. It's in a studio. It's really well done. I mean, the production values are really good.
Speaking of wrestling stuff, I don't know which streaming platform it's on, but heels. I want to see that.
I'm not... The adaptations of wrestling, theatrically... I mean, Ready to Rumble is no holds barred. But when they try to do it seriously, I don't want to watch it.
Oh,
I mean, if you do, that's cool.
I just want to see how it is.
Right.
If it's no good, if it's good, no good, I don't care. We can still discuss it.
Right. I'm not going to go for another streaming platform just to watch it.
Right. But if it's on one that you already have, maybe...
Well, I think it's on Netflix, isn't it?
Oh, if it's on Netflix, then fuck that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know what it's on because I have no desire to watch it.
Right. If it's on Netflix, then fuck that. I'm not paying an extra $20 for Netflix.
But that Women of Wrestling Superheroes on the CW, it's in the studio. It's really well lit. The production values are amazing. AJ Lee is on commentary, and I think she's an executive in the company too.
Nice.
I really like the tag team of Chantilly Cella and Foxy Fierce. I'll have to try to see if I can get you a copy of it because it is really well done, and there's most of the women I've never seen before, so it's actually really cool to see. And I like the idea of an all-women promotion. I liked Shimmer back in the day. I would imagine Shimmer's probably still around, and like Stardom in Japan and stuff like that.
It's on one of the streaming platforms.
You fucking Neanderthal, just sitting there talking with Oreos in your mouth. Jesus Christ. But, and I just complained about having too much to watch, and now I'm watching another show, too. But I like...
So you're a fucking hypocrite.
And you're an asshole, so what's your point? Other than the top of your head.
Well, because the top of your fucking head.
Yeah, well, you can see most of it, because I'm going bald, but... Did you happen to see the clip of Rob Van Dam coming out on Pantera? I thought that was really cool. He's going to be going against Jack Perry, who used to be Jungle Boy. Because Jerry Lynn, they started the whole thing with Jerry Lynn, and Jerry Lynn can't wrestle because he's got like pins in his neck, and stuff. And Rob Van Dam still can. So I think that's cool. The ECW guys, they brought in Sabu for the last pay-per-view, and get those guys a payday, in my opinion. They revolutionized the business, and Sabu, for the amount that he did, he should be a multi-millionaire by now.
If it wasn't for the ECW, I don't think we would have what we have now of wrestling. Like the Attitude Era.
No, the Attitude Era was definitely... Vince Russo can say that he was copying the NWO all he wants, but he was definitely watching ECW.
Oh, yeah.
So, and if you listen to him talk, I've listened to Shoot interviews, and then they did the Bash at the Beach 2000.
How did that episode go?
That one was okay. It was a lot of... Eric Bischoff was fucking talking about how he started live wrestling on TV. Are you out of your fucking mind? Have you never heard of a show called Saturday Night's Main Event?
Right.
That was live. WCW had live wrestling before you fucking started in it, you dumbass. That man, he talks about Vince Russo lying and Jim Cornette lying. That motherfucker lies all the time. If you ever listen to his podcast, he lies all the goddamn time. Oh,
you mean like how he discovered the luchadors? No, you fucking didn't.
No, he didn't. No, Paul Heyman brought most of the luchadors in, and then Eric Bischoff took him when he went to the One Worlds Collide pay-per-view. Well, Paul Heyman was bringing them in a lot fucking sooner than that, so that's like saying he brought the Japanese guys over.
Right.
They came over a lot earlier than you did. But like I said, Dynamite and Collision feel like two completely different shows. I love AEW. I love what they're doing, so...
We got to get back into playing the AEW game again.
Oh, we will. We definitely will when we got the time to do it.
Speaking of that, check us out with some of those episodes.
Yeah, I've got to put up a couple more. We have more to put up.
Yeah, I think 2 more videos?
Yeah, I think 2. Yeah. They're getting a few views, and a lot of our stuff is going a little bit better than it was before. So
it's a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun doing the video game episode.
Yeah, I've got to figure out a way to hook the game up into a computer so we can record it.
Yes.
Instead of doing it off the TV. I'll try to figure that out somehow.
Even if we have to look it up on YouTube how to do it.
Well, why don't you start showing some of your stuff off so I can have an Oreo and, I'll stop talking for a few seconds.
Well, I picked this up a couple months ago. Rey Mysterio Wolverine mask. It's not as good looking as the original one that he has, but it is pretty fucking. It's sweet.
No, that's badass.
And
see, you're so unprepared.
Hey!
I have my stuff all right next to me.
I got some of my stuff next to me.
Well, why don't you show that off first, you fucking moron?
Oh, I want to show some of this off.
Well, grab both of them. Instead of, just going off screen for the whole time. Jesus Christmas.
I want to say this one after.
Ultimo there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Ultimo Dragon. This is my favorite mask of his.
That's really cool.
This
I like that a lot.
Oh yeah, this one is my absolute favorite. I love the black, then the gold, and the red. It all ties in together perfectly.
Yeah, it pops really well. I do like that a lot.
I think he only wore this one a handful of times in WCW.
Yeah, he didn't wear the black very often.
No. I know the one that he wore the most in WCW was the fucking blue.
Yeah, the blue he wore all the time, yeah.
Then
it's probably easier to keep clean.
Probably is. Then
I like that. That's pretty
the
fucking
Green
cool.
Goblin.
I like that a lot. That's really detailed. I like that a lot. I really do. So since you're showing things off, we mentioned Donatello was my favorite earlier.
Yes.
In the street clothes with the, a jacket and all that stuff. I kind of wish I'd gotten the prototype one, which is limited to 100, but beggars can't be choosers.
You never know. You might be able to find the prototype.
Yeah, but I got it at Target. It was like $10.
That's not bad.
Nah, so what else you got?
The price of the one I got you wasn't bad either.
No, and I'm really happy I got it because
I snagged this up the other day. I just couldn't fit the other one in that I got the same day.
You and the horror stuff, yeah.
Yes, Ash versus Evil. This is the one I know the most, right here, where you have the chainsaw for an arm.
No, that's cool. I like that.
I don't know. I think this was the third movie. If not, they called it like a series.
I don't know. I'm not into horror, so I have no idea.
Then, sticking with like video games and stuff, I should have brought this on for our video game episode. The Joker from Mortal Kombat 11.
Wasn't he like a pre-order thing, or was he in the actual regular game?
DLC. I think.
Okay.
I think he was a DLC.
Because I know, wasn't Jason or somebody like that?
Was in 10. Yep,
okay.
DLC for the 10.
Okay. I know a little bit, not a lot.
Then Batman from Injustice.
That's cool.
And it comes with a free comic.
Yeah.
With it, which is actually pretty fucking cool.
I think you gave me that comic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would you just take it out of the box?
Yeah.
You cheap bastard. You cheap fucking bastard.
Yes, I am a cheap bastard.
What else you got there in your box of gimmicks over there?
Then Batman Noel.
What? Another Batman?
Yes.
Batman what?
Noel uniform. This is his Christmas uniform.
Oh.
Like his winter outfit.
Oh, okay.
This has to do with the Black Adam comic.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I like this because it actually looks like he's straight from the looks like an actual comic book.
Yeah. Well, a lot of theirs do. So that's cool. I like that.
Then I'm still glad I won the bid on this. Kane, but it's the Undertaker disguised as Kane.
That was a really cool angle. I really liked that a lot.
Yes.
That was one of my favorite. But that's pretty badass. I do like that a lot. The only thing is if you're displaying it, you've still got to display it closed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you don't want to mess up the cardboard. But that is pretty badass.
And for the price I got this for, I cannot find another one for the price I got this for.
No, because that's a pretty rare one.
I think
Well, before you grab something else, this right here is one of the prides of my collection. I think I've mentioned it before. Hulk Hogan is the reason that I'm a wrestling fan.
Yes, you have.
They put him on every fucking product you could imagine. And this is a perfect example. it is a camera. For you kids, this is what you used before you used your phone.
Yeah.
You actually had to use a camera, and it had a flash on it.
And you had to rewind it.
But this has a little, plastic Hulk Hogan on the front. But the trick with this camera is that there would be a picture of Hulk Hogan superimposed in the little corner on every picture that you took with this camera.
That's actually pretty fucking cool.
Who the fuck came up with that idea? I want to know what drug you were on when you saw Hulk Hogan, camera, let's put the motherfucker in every picture. Who wants that? Even as a wrestling fan, if I'm on the beach, I don't want to take a picture with Hulk Hogan ripping his shirt off in the corner of every picture I take. Maybe if I'm at a wrestling show and Hulk Hogan's wrestling, and the only person I'm going to take pictures of is Hulk Hogan. But I love this. I will never open this because I think this is tremendous. I kind of want to see if I can find a cheap one on eBay and use it and see if it actually works.
Right.
Because that would be badass, and I would post those pictures on our social media.
Yeah.
I will post pictures of this on our social media because I think this is fucking badass. It's still a little dusty because there was a break in the packaging and dust got in it, but I love this thing so much.
And it still has the old WWF logo.
Well, yeah, because the year on it, I think 1991.
Wow.
Yeah, but there's there's pictures of kids on a beach playing tug of war, and Hulk Hogan is ripping his shirt off in the corner of the picture. Easy to use, flash ready light, pocket size. How is that pocket sized? Maybe if you're a porn star, that's pocket sized. No adjustments, aim and click, drop-in cartridge, wrist strap included. Use 2 AA batteries, batteries not included.
Yes, kids, we use batteries back in the day.
Official World Wrestling Federation product. For best results and maximum exposure of Hulk Hogan imprint, please take photography with a well-lit background as shown on the front of this card. I don't know why, but I think it's pretty cool. So, what else you got? It's show and tell, folks. Show and tell. Because we have a lot to talk about.
Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. 3D printed from eBay.
So the handle, not just...
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. I like that.
For $25, I said, why not?
No, I like it. That's cool,
Right?
It's something you can display if
exactly.
you got Star Wars, display somewhere. And...
I know it's not a metal one, like, that's what, 200 and something on...
Well, but 3D printed stuff looks badass
exactly.
anyways, I think, as long as it's done right. So.
Right, and this was actually done right.
No, I like that. I like that a lot. That's really cool. What else you got? Because I got stuff, too.
Oh, I ran out.
You ran out?
Yes.
Okay, well, good. Commissioner Foley.
Yeah!
It comes complete with the cactus, the commissioner's sign. I wish it would have come with the little orange dog that he had, and the stuffed dog that he had. But this makes me happy. The Commissioner Foley.
Best part, you can hide it in the corner.
Yeah, right. I don't think I'll open this one either because I have a whole wall of action figures that I haven't opened. So I'm not a true collector because I do open a lot of my stuff. But
I get doubles.
As soon as I saw this, I had to own this. Casey Jones and a slashed open foot soldier. I love the NECA stuff. I gotta get the Bebop and Rocksteady, but they have Leatherhead and Slash. I don't really care about April O'Neil and a foot soldier, but this, I think this is badass. NECA does really cool stuff that if you go to Target, it's not cheap, but I had to have it. So
yes.
It doesn't matter if it's cheap or not.
It still wasn't a bad price for the Donatello I got you. $45.
No, I really like that. Let's get into SummerSlam. You watch SummerSlam, I watch SummerSlam.
But can we rip this new program that we watched a new asshole first?
No, that's going to be the finale.
Okay,
tremendous. All right. SummerSlam. Is there no one else on the planet who can represent Detroit other than Kid fucking Rock? Please get that redneck motherfucker off your TV. Half the time he does songs for your fucking pay-per-views and then you don't use them. You put him in your Hall of Fame. He grew up in the suburbs. He didn't even grow up in Detroit. He's created this whole persona. I mean, did you forget that he was a rapper at one point, and now he's this redneck? But half the time he's wearing Michael Hayes suits, and like he's like a white Snoop Dogg, but he has half the talent. So. Can you find anybody else from Kevin Nash? Goddamn it!
Yes, I was going to say Kevin Nash.
The Steiners, even with the stupid shit that Rick Steiner said,
right?
Half of the Steiners. Good God, Kid Rock! I'm so tired of seeing Kid Rock. But that was my main gripe. The first match, the first match was Logan Paul and Ricochet, because Logan Paul had to get to his brother's boxing match. Exactly what I expected it to be. High spots and jumping and nothing wrong with it. They're great athletes, and I like Ricochet. And
I wish that they would have put Ricochet over instead of fucking Logan Paul.
But they like the media attention that he gives them, so I completely.
Oh, like they don't got enough fucking media attention? It's WWE
and
people.
They've never cared about Ricochet, anyways.
No, of course not.
I did like the whole thing with the ring announcer, his Ricochet's fiance, and Logan Paul was digging him, saying she'd have to announce him as the winner. I think that was pretty cool. I hate the way she announces because she just does the over-the-top scream of people's names.
Oh my God,
that's everywhere now. I mean, Justin Roberts does it on AEW. But it was an okay match. It's what I expected it to be. The second match, I guess Brock wanted to get home early and bang Sable or something. But
with his kill 'em all tattoo, tramp stamp.
Is it your new tongue? Or yes, I know he's got a tramp stamp. Right?
Yes.
Brock beat the shit out of him for most of the match, which I'm not surprised. It's what he does in most of his matches. And Cody won clean. Yeah. The ass kicker himself. I mean, suplexes, what do you get? It's a Brock Lesnar match.
And Brock Lesnar ripped his own fucking pants, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
No, you were all about the pants ripping thing, which is just... you talk about me being obsessed with Deonna Purrazzo, and you all about him ripping his pants. I don't know.
No, that was fucking hilarious.
I didn't even notice.
And thank God somebody did... I didn't think I would find it on Facebook, but somebody actually made a video of SpongeBob with a picture of Brock's face on it. Excuse me, but what do you got there? A cheeseburger? Well, you know what can go great with that? What? Rip pants.
I have never watched an episode of SpongeBob in my life, so I do not get that fucking reference. But they did a handshake and they hugged at the end of it, so I guess that's the end of it. So
yay, showmanship!
Yeah, who knows where Cody's going after this? They had the SummerSlam Battle Royal. LA Knight won. They did something right with LA Knight, and they've got to do something with him because the crowd loves him, and you don't want this to be another Braun Strowman.
Right.
Where you wait too long to pull the trigger, and the crowd doesn't care anymore.
Or be another Daniel Bryan situation, and you guys just fuck up.
Well, I mean, they eventually went with
it,
but yeah, I get what you're saying, yes. I don't think they'll screw this up because he's a heavy merch mover, and the crowd's, you don't have to pipe in stuff for him. The crowd loves him.
That he does most of the motion capture for WWE video games?
Does he? That's cool.
Yeah.
I could see that because he's a complete wrestler, so... Well, do you want to talk about the last one? Because I fast-forwarded through this one. Baszler against Ronda Rousey.
You mean Baszler and Ronda?
Yeah.
That... Oh my God. They piped in most of the fucking crowd noises for this one.
I wasn't paying attention to it.
And the fucking crowd was dead. And I mean fucking dead for that fucking match. You didn't hear a peep out of the fucking crowd at all for that fucking match at all. And... Oh, it's an MMA match.
Well, they're both MMA fighters.
I know, but still, they didn't throw it at any real fucking punches or anything. It was a fucking train wreck.
Yep.
Absolute fucking train wreck.
Next match wasn't, though.
You should have just fucking thrown Charlotte Flair into the fucking thing. There you go.
No, we don't need her 2 times. We don't need the cow on ice 2 times in one night. No, I'm sorry, the giraffe on ice. I don't want to disrespect.
Wait. Then you disrespected the 4 fucking giraffe then.
I don't care about giraffes. I've never seen a giraffe, so I don't care about giraffes.
Should we talk about how many Friday nights ago when she was facing Io Sky and she Just the look on Io Sky's face where she's like this. Why?
Don't know, didn't watch it.
Just the look on Io Sky's face, she's like,
I will forever fast forward through Charlotte Flair matches because they are fucking horrible. And there's so many people, including Jim Cornette, who says she's the greatest women's wrestler, and I do not understand how you can watch her and say she's the greatest women's wrestler. I don't. That's like saying John Cena is the greatest of all time.
You know what? I said it once, and I'm going to say it again. David Flair is a lot better than her.
Wow, that's...
Yeah, I'm going there.
Okay. The next match, we'll move it right along. Cheap Pops rolls along. Drew McIntyre against Gunther. It was what I expected. A hard-hitting match. They're just going to beat the shit out of each other.
It was pretty good.
It was good. And I'm glad that Gunther got the win. He's going to eclipse the Honky Tonk Man as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. They need to move him up. He needs to be a main eventer.
Yes, he does.
He needs to be a heel champion. He needs to be one of their main guys.
I would love... I could see either Cody or him being the one to beat Roman Reigns for the title.
I could see it, but I don't think they'd ever do it.
No, of course not.
They wouldn't be... I mean, Cody, yes, but Gunther, I don't think they'd do it.
Maybe Seth Rollins.
Speaking of Seth Rollins, that was the next match. Seth Rollins against Finn Balor. Did you notice that he was wearing the vest that he wore the year that he injured Finn Balor? I thought that was
that was awesome where Finn had this painted right here. Scene.
No, he had 7.
7?
It's been 7 years since that.
I didn't know if it was scene or 7.
Obviously you didn't know.
No, because I didn't know if it was a V or an X right there for scene of the crime.
Oh well.
Either way, it still would have made sense.
I guess. Rollins won with a stomp on the Money in the Bank briefcase. I fast forward to the next match: Bianca against Charlotte against who the fuck was the other one? Asuka.
Yeah,
Bianca,
she's the champ!
Well, she's not anymore because Bianca won it and then Io Sky cashed in and won that.
Yeah, Io Sky!
And Bayley looked fucking amazing. I'm going to say that right. I don't care.
Is she, are you up there with Bayley with Deonna Purrazzo? Or?
No, she'll never get Deonna Purrazzo. No. And, of course, the main event, Tribal Combat. The Bloodline video packages are always amazing.
Yes!
That's the one thing I can credit WWE with. Their videos are really, really good. They put a lot... That's why I don't understand why they don't do Titantrons anymore.
Right?
They have all this footage and all these great editors and creators, and all you're doing is just putting these big fucking, text and shit on the screen. Do Titantrons again. Those are fucking great. I'm going to say that. Before we get into it, did you see Paul Heyman on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith? Stephen A. Smith asked him if he was the greatest manager of all time, and Paul Heyman said, yes, I'm the GOAT. And Stephen A. Smith said, what about Bobby Heenan? And Heyman said, screw him, he's dead. And then he said, well, he's in character. And then he said, and Jimmy Hart's still alive, which shows that God doesn't answer my prayers. That's fucking funny. That is funny. Paul Heyman is amazing. That man, any situation Paul Heyman is in, that's great. He's such a weasel, and then when he says stuff like that, Jimmy Hart is still alive, so God doesn't answer my prayers. Come on, that's a perfect thing to say as a bad guy. Come on. Jimmy Hart, if Jimmy Hart saw that, Jimmy Hart laughed his ass off, I guarantee you.
Right?
Very well-paced match. It was really slow, but the action was compelling. They told a story through the whole match.
Did you see the betrayal coming, though?
I kind of did, because he's been off of TV for so long. Yeah. But they used tables, they used chairs, they used kendo sticks, but they used them right. They didn't just, willy-nilly just start doing stupid shit with them. They made them make sense. So... And, of course, Paul Heyman was interacting with Jay through the whole match, telling him to stop and, stuff like that. And that was just firing Jay up more. Jay is a main eventer. They call him main event Jay Uso, and it's true because he really is. And I don't know where they're going to go with this, but I would like to see him move over to Raw, and then they can keep the other 3 together. And he needs to go against Rollins for the world title. get him completely away from Roman. You've kind of, gone through that already. They used a leather strap. There was a Samoan drop from the apron out onto the table and on the floor. One thing I understand when wrestlers have already been in a match and they interfere in their gear, but they were on the floor, on the outside, out in the crowd. Solo had his ankles taped. He had his knees taped. He had his knee pads on and his regular ring gear on. He's barefoot, well, except for the wraps on his ankles, and he's attacking out on the floor. Why would you get in your ring gear just... Jimmy, when he came out, he's in a hoodie and jeans to interfere. Why the fuck did Solo need to be in his ring gear? I understand I understand that that's a little thing, but kind of like the people getting people to sign belts that they shouldn't be signing.
Right.
It just goes up my ass sideways, and I don't understand. If you're gonna have one guy interfere in street clothes, the Judgment Day. They weren't in their fucking ring gear, and they interfered in the other match.
Speaking of Judgment Day, Dom has a championship belt.
Oh, he's the North American champion for NXT. That's a really good group. I think that they wouldn't have done as good with Edge as they're doing now.
Right.
Because Edge would have taken the spotlight, and now Damian Priest is coming up. Rhea Ripley is a major star. I don't think Dominic Mysterio would have become what he's become with Edge in the group.
Right.
Nothing against Edge, but I like the dynamic with Finn in it and everything. I think that's going to be a major group for a while. I mean, Damian Priest is kind of teasing, cashing in Money in the Bank. But
Did you see when they were coming back after he won the North American title, and Sean goes, "Good job, kid," and he just pushes him aside, and he goes, "Your daddy should have spanked your ass more." Oh
yeah, I saw that there was like memes of that. I didn't actually see the video of it.
I'll see if I can find it, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, it was an okay SummerSlam. I'm not gonna say
right.
There were some good matches and some that I just fast forwarded right the fuck through. That's the one good thing about watching the day after, watching the replay. I can fast forward through because it was 4 hours.
Right.
My buddy Dave, he watched it live and he fell asleep during the main event because both him and his son, because it's even the AEW ones, they're so goddamn long. Like I want to do Royal Rumble this year. I want to invite you and a bunch of other people over. But sometimes they're so long, and I just don't want to sit through all of it. But it was an okay SummerSlam. The main event dragged, but not in a bad way because it was so slow.
Right,
the story was so good.
Speaking of doing the Royal Rumble, we got to do our prediction board again.
Yeah, we do. The thing is, I don't want to do it for ones that we're not actually going to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like the prediction board stuff. We put that on our WrestleMania episode from last year. Oh, my mouth.
Oh, my God. Doink the Clown.
Doink the Clown. Speaking of which, I think I showed you, I don't know if you have that weekend. That might have been the weekend that you can't work. You have to work. They're bringing in Dink, the original Dink, Tiger Jackson, to World of Hurt, and I am going to that because I have an 8x10 of Ray Apollo as Doink the Clown with Dink in his arms, and it's signed by Doink. I'm going to get it signed by
I'm going to
Dink.
see if I can get my weekend switched so I can do that.
Because I want to do the whole weekend because there's 2 shows. There's an XWA show, and then there's the World of Hurt show. I want to do the whole weekend. I want your brother Billy to go, even though he can be a pain in the ass. I want him to go because we don't get to do a lot together.
Right.
Let's get to the main event. Our main event.
Oh, God!
You wanted to talk about this. I wanted to wait until the end. Smart Mark Video is a great place to get indie wrestling. They have a lot of... I bought another DVD that I have to finish watching, and I'll let you borrow it so we can review that. There's one character in there, kind of like the stepdads. He's called the CPA. He's tremendous, and I think you will like it.
But this...
Oh
my God.
I saw this Blu-ray, and you like the death matches, and I got to admit, sometimes I'm fascinated by them. I've never heard of this promotion. Crimson Crown Wrestling Violent World for March of this 2023.
Oh my God.
This was a fucking train wreck, and I love it.
Yeah.
This was worth the money to get it on Blu-ray. This was great. and bad on so many levels.
Should we talk about how big the fucking ring was?
The ring couldn't have been more than 8 feet across. And it was maybe 2 feet off the ground. Because there were some big dudes, and I'm a big dude, and there were some big dudes that were having a hard time getting up in that ring. Even with it only being 2 feet off the ground. There was maybe 50 people in this garage. This thing was a garage, I'm telling you. This was an industrial garage.
What did I say?
And we're recording in a basement. So, spoiler alert. But it was a garage. And there couldn't have been 50 people in this place. And they're using light tubes and tacks and throwing people into fucking chairs. And blading in front of the it's in your face! Your camera is literally, they're holding it in your face. And you're gonna zip, just... Of course, I guess when your wrestling name is Hardcore, you can't think of anything better than just fucking... At least it was Hardcore Holly, you know, but my name's Hardcore, and you didn't even spell it with a K or nothing. It's just regular Hardcore. Okay, well, you were horrible, by the way, Hardcore. There were a lot of people that looked like meth heads in this.
Yes!
I'm sorry. I live in an area where meth heads are. These people look like meth heads.
Yes, they did.
We came up with Meth Head Lita and Meth Hardy, who had... fucking Finn Balor paint on.
Yes.
The demon paint on half of his face for some reason.
Oh, the bootleg
Briscoe.
Yes!
The bootleg Briscoes. One guy, Hardcore, had syringes put through his neck. I'm talking real, legitimate syringes. And then they squeezed the liquid out through his neck.
Yes!
It was fucking disgusting. In a garage in front of 50 fucking... What's your payoff? Right. What did you make? $20? And now you got syringes stuck through your God damn, what's wrong? This was $20. Go on Smart Mark Video, look up Crimson Crown Wrestling and buy this. Yeah. Waste $20.
It's worth it.
It was less than 2 hours. This is fucking gold. This is gold. I'm telling you, it's so bad, it's good. We were laughing so hard. I thought we were going to wake the neighbors. We were laughing so hard. This was all my... Neil Diamond Cutter. I love the name. He came out to a Neil Diamond song. He didn't do a fucking Diamond Cutter, though. That pisses me off. What was his finisher? A power bomb, right?
Yes.
Your name is Neil Diamond Cutter, and you didn't do a Diamond Cutter at all.
Which one was it that we called Superhuman's dad?
It was him.
Yes!
That was him. I was waiting for him to go, fuck this shit! Yeah. He looks like a meth superhuman. And saying a meth superhuman is kind of not a stretch. You know, the motherfucker dives on microwaves and cactuses and shit. But it was so worth the $20. I can't stress enough how much... The women, what was her name? Sage Sin Supreme. I liked her. She had a good look, and she wrestled really good. Dr. Redacted, I liked him.
What was one of the luchadors that actually pulled off a Spanish fly?
X-Torm.
Yes.
I don't understand how X and then Torm is a fucking word, but I guess if you're a luchador, it is. He was good. He wrestled BC Killer, which is pretty much Abdullah the Butcher and Bam Bam Bigelow mixed in if they had a baby and in a lab somewhere. And Ginha, who looked like Psychosis as a white man who's like built like Zach Gowen. Yep. But with 2 legs. That might be the worst thing I've ever said.
What did I call it? If the Jackass guys got to get together and said, let's put on a wrestling promotion.
Dude,
that's what it looked like.
This was Jackass to the extreme. Yeah. I can't stress enough. Please, just give $20 to Smart Mark Video and buy this. If they have it on DVD and it's cheaper. Oh my God, this was so bad. I have to let people borrow this because I want to buy more from this promotion. I want to go out to California just to see this live. Yes. If I can get a cheap flight and go to California and just sit in that audience and breathe in the fucking dust from the light tubes and just watch these motherfuckers and
watch them play in front of you,
annihilate themselves for nothing. I want to buy these people's merchandise just because they're awful. And I'm a person that sells merchandise. And I think our stuff looks good. I want to buy their stuff because they're fucking horrible. And if they see this, I'm sorry, but your shit is so fucking bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was like you were in a garage in a trailer park, and these motherfuckers built a goddamn ring out of plywood and fucking garden hoses and said, let's just blade ourselves. They went to Home Depot or Walmart and got some goddamn light tubes and thumbtacks, and just the tables fell apart, putting them in the goddamn ring. I wish we should have done this live. Yeah, we should have done it live, because maybe if we watch another one, we will, because it was just. But the kind of the shine is already worn off because we've seen one, and it's just. I
want to watch this fucking show after this one.
I had to save this for last because it's just. It's a chef's kiss. It's oh my god. And it's on Blu-ray. It's in high definition. It's
in your face, people.
It's
in your face, blading.
The tag team champions had no belts. The woman at the Sage Sin Supreme, she had a badass looking title belt. But the Stoner Brothers.
Oh my god!
Rick Scott and Scott Rick, which I think is creative as hell.
Yes!
I do enjoy that. I like when they're creative, even if they're fucking bad. They're creative. And the Stoner Brothers, Scott Rick and Rick Scott. But they didn't have title belts. How are you tag champions and you don't have title belts? Right. Even if you're goddamn replica belts, it looks stupid, but it's still a goddamn title belt. Put the logo of the goddamn company.
Even if it was a fucking cardboard title belt, it's still a title belt.
That would make it even funnier, because get one of the John Cena spinner toy belts and put a bong on it so it can spin. You know, DNA did that with the drinking championship.
Yes.
Do that. Something. But I cannot. I feel like Don West shilling TNA merchandise. Yes. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I don't know how to end the show other than, this is kind of like you holding up stuff when I have special pictures for you to hold. Yeah. This is oh my goodness, it's like I can see why people dig meth, because if it's as addicting as something like this is, I'm gonna watch this again because it's so
like I said, I want to see the fucking show after this and see if the fucking ring is still that tiny.
Yeah, we've got to watch another one, because we'll show. I'll do highlight clips. If we get sued, what are they going to sue us for? Are we going to have to buy their light tubes for their next show? I can do that.
Right?
I get a discount on it. So I can do that. It was so good. I don't know what we're going to talk about next one. We'll probably talk about Emergence, because, I love Deanna Purrazzo, and we're going to talk about that.
We got to see what else we got for indie promotion shows.
Yeah, and we will be unboxing that Pro Wrestling Loot Crate. I might save the other one and not open it, and we'll unbox that. If anybody has seen a special thing that I did, I've wanted to do this for a long time, a segment called I'd Buy That for $1. It's where I review dollar store movies. And if you don't get the reference for I'd Buy That for $1, watch RoboCop and you'll get the reference. And I like doing it. I do 3 DVDs at a time, 3 movies. I've actually found some pretty good dollar store movies.
Yes, there is pretty good ones.
There's shit ones, and I tell them when they're shit because they're shit. But a lot of the animated ones are actually pretty good. And there's one called Sushi Girl. I gotta find the actual cover for it.
The Ranger one. That one was a horror film. It was.
Yeah, the Sushi Girl one. I'm not gonna go into a full review. Mark Hamill's in it, and he does a really good job. These mobsters go into a sushi restaurant, and they're eating sushi off the body of a naked girl through the entire movie as they're discussing their exploits and stuff. And it's Mark Hamill's really good in it. He's really, really good at being like a creepy dude. And I will do a full review of it when I actually find the DVD case, and I kind of want to watch it again because I watched it a long time ago. But that segment will be up. I will be doing more of them because I want to kind of do it as a buffer in between episodes. And, you know, if we figure out a way to record video game stuff that we play, we'll do that more often as well. Even if we just have to do it off the TV like before, we'll do that. But I'll Google shit and I'll figure out some way of doing it. We hope this looks better than it did with my phone. I mean, HD is HD, you know, but we kind of want to, I mean, we got a green screen behind us.
And we can tell how long the episode's been going for.
Right. Yeah, we can see what we're doing, which is actually really cool. I like that a lot. And I keep saying we want to record more. It's just really hard.
Yes, it is.
We're trying to at least get one out a month, and that's why I want to do stuff in between.
Like, even if it's on a Wednesday or a Tuesday.
Right.
So, after I get out of work.
Right, and we you know, we're going to be reviewing Ninja Turtles, and there's a lot of movies that's coming out this summer. And I want to binge Twisted Metal, the series that's on TikTok with Samoa Joe as Sweet Tooth. That's pretty fucking badass. He doesn't do the voice, but he's the character. So,
and we have tons of fucking fun doing this show.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, the last 5 minutes of this show made my fucking week. Talking about that god-awful goddamn show. Just this episode, this is my favorite episode. This getting to talk about this piece of shit that is golden. This is gold. This is golden. Crimson Crown Wrestling is golden shit. Gold. They say you can't shine a turd. This turd is pretty goddamn shiny.
It is outlined with blue, people.
Before we go, follow us on social media, Twitter or X, whatever the fuck they're calling it now. It's always going to be Twitter to me. I ain't changing our goddamn logo.
You got your fire-breathing Twitter machine.
Yeah. Instagram, TikTok. We got to start doing more TikTok videos.
Yes, we do.
And I green screen. It's going to actually be more fun to do.
Yeah.
So.
And I already shot a couple of ideas towards you for a couple of TikTok videos.
Yep. And Twitter, Facebook. I mostly post our stuff on Facebook. And merchandise. We have our shirts. We have stickers.
Merchandising.
We have cool logos. I love our the Double Dare logo is my favorite one. We're gonna start.
And it looks good on red.
Right, and the G.I. Joe inspired one I think is really cool. So
that fucking scene installed.
Yeah, cheappops.redbubble.com. Buy a $2 sticker.
Right.
You know, we're not gonna see a lot out of it, but if you're representing our merch, that's pretty cool. And if you send a picture of you, you know, with a picture of something that you bought from us, I don't know if we'll send you something, but we'll definitely give you a shout out on the show. So,
oh, there he was, right there. The one that looked like Psychosis.
Yeah, Ginha, or whatever the fuck. We need to do a whole episode on just that.
Yes, we do.
It's so bad. Stay tuned for episode 16. I have so much fun doing this show.
Yes.
You know, this is a lot of fun for us, so.
Especially when we get to talk about shit like this.
Yeah. Man, oh man.
Like I said, we gotta watch some more indie fucking shows like this together.
And it's always the deathmatch ones. Nothing against deathmatch ones, but it's always the deathmatch ones that are so fucking bad. So bad. But thanks for checking out episode 15. We'll be back for episode 16 right here on YouTube, Cheap Pops.